Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkovic, and what I'm holding here today is a combo of knives, two knives that you can get both of them for under $100, not each, but total, both of them, and they will do pretty much everything you could ever dream of. They're high quality, they're amazing knives, and they've been proven over time, and today we're going to take a look at them. So and then we'll compare these two to a few others that I have here. So let me get stuff set up, let me give you an overhead view, and we'll be right back to show you what these two knives are that you can get this combo for under $100 and what how they stack up and how they compare. So we'll be right back. All right, so here are the knives that we're talking about. This is what we got here. We have two. Both of them are made by Cold Steel. Both of them have been around for a very long time, and they both serve a tremendous purpose, and this one's got some surprises in it. So we're going to set him off for a minute. We're going to talk about this one here, and we told you both of these would be under $100. Well, this one is like 35 bucks. Okay, $35 is what we paid for this. And I believe the price is still there. I've had mine now for a little while, but I believe they're still right around $35. This is the SRK Search and Rescue Knife C for compact. Okay, now the SRK knife is what's used, it's issued at buds, it's used by more military, it's issued to military more so than any other knife is. And it comes in this sheath here. Now mine here, I keep oiled, it is SRC, and this is actually water you're seeing on there. I just made this sheath for it, but it comes with the Secure X sheath, which is really good. Okay, the sheath is a fantastic sheath. The retention on it is phenomenal. This is a great sheath for this knife. And it does come with ambidextrous, so you can reverse this and put it on either side if you actually want this on here, which I believe for jumping out of planes, they have to be able to have that kind of retention on it. But you can reverse this. This is also your lanyard to be able to carry it on your to carry it on your belt. And I believe it is reversible as well too. So like I said, you can run this on either side for right-handed or for left-handed. That's a nice feature. Now this knife itself is a pretty phenomenal knife. It really is. So now again, this retention on this sheath is fantastic on this one. Not so much on the smaller one, but SRK C, Compact C. This knife is pretty amazing. Now, the C means it's a little smaller in size. It's a 5-inch rather than a 6 or 7-inch. But don't let its size fool you. This thing is amazing. It's 4mm thick steel. It's SK5 steel, which has been proven time and time again. It is not an expensive steel. I believe this is made in Taiwan. I'm pretty sure. It's like I said, but don't be fooled. It is a very tough, very strong, very durable, very high quality knife. It only weighs 5.1 ounces, so this thing is very light. We'll do some comparisons with it, but good grip. The grip is incredible. I mean, you do not move or slide on this. As you see on some of my bigger knives, I've actually put rubber bicycle tube on there because of that purpose. This one, you don't move on it whatsoever, and it fits in your hand just amazing. It's just a perfect do-it-all kind of knife when you need something, and us being hunters and stuff like that too, or even for defensive purposes, but as far as in the woods, this is kind of an excellent survival knife. I mean, you cannot go wrong with it. Is it as good as some of the bushcrafters, as good as some of the other knives? No, but it's $35 and it will never let you down. Okay, that's the point of this knife. It will never let you down. It will not fail you under any circumstances. Don't believe me? Go look at Cold Steel's been around forever. Go look at their torture tests and stuff they do. This thing will never fail you whatsoever, which is the key to it. And it's the perfect blade size, and it is so lightweight that you don't even know that you're carrying it. It's just so simple and compact in size. It's a 9.5 overall, 5.1 ounces, like I said, just a phenomenal knife. Now, I love this sheath. I also made my own out of Kydex. I make my own. This one I did in .08 Kydex. But this one here, and I have my own carry system on this that I can use, because I can use this a bunch of different ways. So that's maybe something for another video, but I can tuck this, I can belt it, I can stick it inside my waistband and have it lashed. I can do a lot of cool stuff with the sheath. So that's how I have mine set up on this. But fantastic knife. Now let's compare it to a few others. Okay, let's take the sheaths out of it, and let's take this knife. We'll do a kind of a close-up of this. This is that SRK-C from Cold Steel. And like I said, it's under 40 bucks. It was 35 bucks when I bought it a few months ago. I have not used it a ton. I don't need to. I know what it's for and I carry it, but my days of going out and batoning stuff and whittling things and doing stuff just to do it are over. I don't mess with that stuff too much anymore, but I still love having these knives. I love carrying them, and I like them being there. And this one here fits the bill of what we need in the woods very well. When camping season gets around this year, I will be using this a lot this summer. So fantastic knife. Let's compare it a little bit size-wise. Let's take that out of there. Here it is. Let's compare it to an SE4, my favorite, one of my all-time favorite, one knife that does everything. SE number 4, okay? So we take the SE4, put it into perspective, kind of line the blades up. You can see it right there. So you can see, like I said, fantastic knife. This, way, way heavier than what this is. This is, I don't even know what the specs are. You can look them up, but this 4 is a bunch heavier than what this thing here is. So there's an SE number 4. If we go to an SE6, which this thing here is like, this is a beast weight-wise. Now, it's an amazing knife, but it's a beast weight-wise comparatively when we compare that to this one. And again, different purposes, but this thing, I hate carrying this knife. This knife is heavy, 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 big, bulky. Is it a great knife? Yes, it's fantastic. But like I said, there's a lot, it's a big, heavy knife. This one here weighs next to nothing. That's the beauty of it. And it will never let you down like either one of these knives. What about a Rat 7? Here it is next to a Rat 7 for comparative purposes. Let's move that one out of the way. Let's slide this over here and compare it to a Rat 7, an SE6, the SE4, so you can kind of see where it fits into. And then another very popular one, Tops Brothers of Bushcraft. Let's bring that one in and show you comparison to that one right there too. And you can tell these knives I've used a bunch. This one, like I said, it's not a knife that I'm using a ton, but I'm going to carry a ton. Why? Because it is so easy to carry. So light, so practical, so functional, and will not let me down. That's what I'm looking for and what I love about it. So it kind of gives you a reality, real-world comparison of that. So like I said, perfect survival type, do everything kind of knife. Not too big. There's a lot of things that I just don't want to do with a knife this size, okay? There's a lot of things I don't want to do with a knife this size. This one is very close to it when we take these out of the equation. These three are very similar, okay, when you're looking at them, but even these, I'd much rather carry this one from the weight standpoint. The grip standpoint is amazing on it. You can beat this to pieces and it just keeps taking it, as do these, but this is $35. Okay, so amazing, amazing knife. Again, we'll give some close-up detail, let that light kind of catch it. It came pretty sharp. I resharpened these. These are now hair-popping, wicked, crazy sharp. A lanyard hole in there. 4.5-inch handle, like I said, but just a fantastic, very well proven knife that's been around forever. In a full size, the SRK. Now they have the SRK C for this compact 5-inch size. Straight up love it. So let's take those out of the equation here. Let's put these back over here and get these set here where we can. Which case is going where? This one is. Here's this one. And this one is going to here, and this one is going to here. So now, that's the SRK. Now, the companion to that is a little more expensive, but can be had for cheaper. That is this guy right here. All right, this little gem right here. This is the Pendleton Mini Hunter in CMP or CPM 3V. Okay, this is 3V steel. You guys know me. You know I love 3V and I love 1095, my two favorite steels ever made. Look at this little sweetheart. Again, water, because I just made my own sheets for them earlier today. So they've still got water for me cleaning them out. Now, the original one that comes with it is this one right here. Hang on, let me dry that. So now the original one that comes with it is this one right here, and it's another Secure X. This one does not, or with this is fine. like this, and this is how most people carry it, is a hunting knife, is an EDC knife. It's perfect. It's perfect for everything. I'll show you some examples. But this sheath does not hold this in as well as I would like, this little Secure-Act sheath. So I would never neck knife carry this one in this sheath or dangle it in a pocket in here. It's just not tight enough. But the sheath that I made for it, this one here that I made, is on a dangler like I would carry it. Works like a champ. That will never come out of there, and I can put that in my front pocket. We'll show you some examples size-wise. Okay, but just a perfect, again, I'm still getting the water out of there, but let me dry that for you so you can see. But in 3V steel, that is just an absolute little gem of a knife. 3-inch blade. Okay, 6 5/8 I think overall. I'll show you some comparisons. Good thickness, 3 mil thick blade. This amazing handle on her that works fantastic. And this knife is about $69, or 59 is what I paid for it. I think it's 69 now, but 59, 69 bucks. You know, so that, you know, combining these two together, you're right at $100 for this combo. There's nothing you cannot do with this combo. All your delicate work, all your hunting stuff, and this one here for all of your survival, bushcraft, shelter making, anything like that you need. You cannot beat this combo. So let's compare this little guy with this one so you can see him firsthand right there. Now let's actually compare this to some other knives. So let's take this guy here out of the equation, set him over here. So we have this one. We'll leave the sheath here too for some comparisons in a minute. But let's compare it to, what do we get? Well, the one I carry every day, I actually have another version of this. I have it in my pocket. Let's pull that out, actually. Okay, Travis Styles Minuteman. Okay, right here. Let's put it into comparison there. Lining that blade up. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely perfect. Here's another Minuteman. That one is actually my original design that I gave to Travis. He then turned it in, he made it, and then when he made it, he then started offering it as a Minuteman version when he called it. And he fattened the blade up just a smidge. There's his design. But this is my one and only. Nobody else has this one. There's how he makes them now. But amazing, give it as far as my EDC knives. But we got that. Let's compare it to let's put this over here. Compare it to some others that you guys know and see. Let's go with a Bradford Guardian. This is in 390, M390. Another fantastic. These are my two favorite EDC knives. You can see the size of this thing's perfect. How about the Azula, the amazing Azula? Okay, let's slide these around a little bit. Put it here next to an Azula. Right there. Okay, you can see size-wise of this knife. And if we take that, let's see what else we got here. Let's put it next to a White River Caper, or like their backpacker version. Let's set this in here so you can see. I mean, you can see where this fits into the perfect EDC knife, perfect hunting size knife. Let's put it next to the little mini Tops 2.5, MSK Tops MSK 2.5. Okay. I mean, you can see, look at how just perfectly this fits. We got another Travis Styles knife right here. This is his hiker model. Okay, so if we put this into perspective next to it also, you can see. But you see the trend here. What about I don't have any more mini Griptilians. Bella took mine. But we put it next to a Doug Ritter Griptilian. Okay, you can see size-wise here to a full-size Griptilian. So you can kind of get a layout of that. And then just for reference, while we have it right here, how about an SE number 3? You can see the difference in this thing size-wise. Okay, so there's quite, it fits perfectly into everything we want to do hunting-wise, everything we want to use, for your delicate work, for your EDC, for everything. It fits perfectly. And so when we take some of these out of the equation here and put them into real world, let's take an Azula, for example, in a sheath. And this is the original Azula sheath. I just ground off the edges of it because I EDC it on a dangler. So let's take that one. Let's put a couple of these away and we're going to compare them in the sheaths. So Bradford's in this one. And let's take that one out of the equation. And what else do we got? Let's put this dude in here. And where is my White River sheath? Right here. Okay. And what else do we got? My Minuteman is actually where you're going to use this one because mine is on my side. So we're putting that back in my pocket. So now let's compare them with the Shees. Here's Travis's. Since this one's a custom, but sorry, so let's line them up that way so you can kind of see what they are lengthwise and size-wise. Okay. And are we still in frame? We are still in frame. So you can kind of get a feel for what you're looking at right here in your pocket EDC carry-wise. Pretty impressive. So let's take out the ones, let's go with the ones that I carry all the time, my EDC knives, which are basically, would be these ones. So compared to a Zula, basically the same size. Okay, when we take that out, we put it next to a Bradford, very similar, basically the same size, even with the sheath. Next to the Travis Styles Minuteman. So as you can see, a perfect size little EDC knife. Again, still wet because I have not dried that off yet, or got all the water out of there. But look at this little beauty. Just a perfect hunting size, good grip. Even if your hands are wet from anything or slimy, you are going to be fine with that. Easy to choke up on, very functional, not only as a hunting knife, but also as an EDC pocket knife in your pocket. I carry mine. You could use this as a neck knife. You could use this as a dangler in your pocket like I do. Just a simple, sweet 3V steel too. We are talking super high quality 3V steel in this. And get this, it literally weighs it's like 2.1 ounces or 2.2 ounces. 2 ounces. It's nothing. This thing is super light. How is it compared to a Zula, I wonder? I'm going to say it's about equivalent to an Azula. They're probably right there, same weight-wise. But look at how much more grip you get and how much comfort you're going to get in that grip with that setup. So, I mean, I love the Azula. I'm not taking anything away from any of them. But this is, like I said, $59 with 3V steel. That's something to think about. So, putting these ones away, putting that back into perspective on the two, we have the Pendleton Mini Hunter in 3V right here. Okay, this particular one. And then we have the SRK-C, which is that compact one. So there you go. As far as a combo of knives that you can get for $100 and get two, this kit right here will do everything you could dream of. It will last you the rest of your life, and it'll serve its purpose perfectly and everything you need. So, big winners. Huge shout out to Cold Steel for these. I mean, Cold Steel's been making knives forever, and they make incredible ones. This kit right here is probably the best $100 in a 2-knife kit you could ever spend for fixed blades. There you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.